LineageOS is currently the most popular ROMs available for Android devices. This is because it offers you stability along with some very useful features. And the good news is that the developer Karthik Most Wanted from XT Developer Forums has successfully ported this ROM to the Lenovo K6 Power with no bugs. I have personally tested this ROM and I was impressed with the performance as compared to the stock ROM. But in order to install this ROM, you need to make sure that your phone is successfully rooted. I have left the links of rooting tutorial in the description, so before catching up with this video, make sure that your phone is successfully rooted and TWRP recovery is installed in the device. Now let's see how to install this ROM on the Lenovo K6 Power. First of all, you have to download the ROM and Google Apps file on your Android phone, and then you have to place them on the SD card. Then you have to shut down the device and then press volume up and volume down keys along with the power button for some seconds so that the device reboots to the recovery mode. And now your device will be rebooting to TWRP recovery in just some seconds. Like this. Now this is a TWRP recovery that you have installed on the Android phone. Now we have to first make a backup of some of the partitions of our Android phone. You have to tap on the backup, select boot, system and the data partitions, and then you have to swipe to make a backup of these current partitions. We are doing this backup just to make sure that if anything goes wrong in future, then we can come back to this ROM by restoring this backup. Now once your backup has been made, we are now ready to wipe out some of the partitions to install the ROM, that is LineageOS, on our phone. So press back keys and select the wipe option, there select advanced wipe, and here you have to select Dalvik, system, cache and data partitions. Then you have to swipe again to confirm the wiping. Now it will be also taking a little bit of time, and once it is done, we are now ready to install this ROM. Now tap on this install button that is on the top, and here you have to select the ROM zip file, that is LineageOS latest ROM. Swipe to install this ROM and it will take a few seconds to install, and at the end you might be seeing these 2 lines of error, but you can ignore this. The ROM has been successfully installed, and now we are going to install the Google applications. Now tap on this Google apps and install it just like the custom ROM. It will be also taking just a few seconds or maybe minutes, but don't worry, and I have fast forwarded the video. Okay, so looks like the Google apps has been installed on our phone, and now we are ready to reboot the device. Tap on the reboot system and now your ROM will be rebooting. The first boot will take some time, so don't be worried or do not shut down the device, and just wait for some seconds or minutes patiently. Now here's the ROM, and let me set it up for you so that we can use the ROM. Okay, looks like I'm done, and here's now the UI of LineageOS. Starting with the launcher and UI, it is pretty impressive with no lags. I mean, in the stock Lenovo ROM, if you were using that ROM, there would be so many lags just while pulling the notification bar. Okay, now let me show you the Android version of this ROM. Let me go to the about phone, that is on the bottom, and here you can see that I'm running on the Android 7.1.2, that is Nougat. Now this ROM is currently pre-rooted, but in order to root it, you need to tap on multiple times on build number to enable the developers option, press back key, and there you see the developer options. Here scroll down a little bit to see the root access option. Here's the root access option, and tap on apps and ADB. Click on OK, and here we have enabled the root permissions. Now let's talk about some features of this ROM. Okay, so just from the app drawer you can access Audio Effects application, which is just like Dolby app that was in stock Lenovo ROM. It offers you audio enhancement features, and you can select from various channels like jazz, pop, etc. You can also control bass settings and virtualizations, though they are only working when you have connected your earphones to the phone. Now from the settings app, let's check out some of the features of this ROM. First, let us pop into the display options, and it is having some basic options and some advanced option too. Now the good thing is that here we have live display. You can enable or disable live night mode in the ROM without using third-party apps. It is better than Lenovo's night mode. You can select the temperature controls too. The another cool features is the ambient display. While your phone is off, you will get a notification, and ambient display will just pop up with a notification without brightening the whole display. Now the other features of this are like font size, etc., which are basic things. Now gestures are also cool in this ROM. I mean, you can open the camera application just by pressing 2 times the power button. You can also use double tap to sleep, though I don't use this at all. Now here's the buttons option, which is a cool feature of this LineageOS. First of all, you can add options to the power menu directly from this ROM. And also the another feature is that long press for the torch. While your display is off, hold the power key for some time and it will enable the torch. You can also disable it just with the same holding the power key. Okay, so the last feature of this ROM would be music control playback. Just press the volume rocker keys and hold it for some time while your display is off and you can change the music. Now let's move on to the status bar option. So here's the status bar option, and you can also customize the status bar of this ROM with this. Let me show you my first favorite thing. In order to bring down Wi-Fi and other settings, you have to swipe 2 times. But after enabling this quick pull down, you can do this just in 1 swipe. Okay, so now you have the brightness slider. Just swipe on the notification bar to adjust the brightness level of this ROM. Though I don't use this feature also much. Now let's hit the back button and let's go to the developer options to see some features of this ROM. Here's the advanced restart, and this is actually a very cool feature of this ROM. Enable it and you can directly reboot to recovery, fast boot, or even make soft reboots with just 1 tap. Now I'm sure that you are worried about VoLTE, but don't worry, the genius developer has managed to solve this, and now the VoLTE works perfectly fine. Here you can see that I am calling from my Jio SIM that is VoLTE enabled, and the calling is going perfect. Now I was in touch with the developer while he was working in this ROM, and I could see that it was very hard to bring this ROM. So do hit the thanks button in the XD developer forums, and do not forget to hit the like button in my video too. Thank you for watching this video. Yeah.